She ordered me to chop down my trees. Big mistake. It was a golden autumn morning. The air smelled like crisp apples, and the orchard shimmered under the sunlight. I was out on my family's farm, checking the harvest, when the peace shattered. Karen, the self-declared enforcer of our HOA, came storming down the driveway like she owned the place. She marched straight up to my trees, waving a clipboard and snapping photos like she was building a criminal case. Her voice carried across the orchard, sharp and entitled. "These trees violate HOA landscaping rules. They're not approved vegetation." She jabbed her finger at the branches heavy with apples, acting as though fruit trees were a threat to national security. Neighbors peeked from behind fences, some shaking their heads, others clearly entertained. I tried reasoning with her. "This is private farmland. The HOA doesn't govern agriculture." But Karen wasn't listening. She smirked and declared that she had already called the cops, demanding that the orchard be cut down immediately. When the patrol car arrived, Karen strutted toward the officer as if she had already won. She pointed at my orchard and shouted, "Order him to chop it all down. It's against the rules." She threw in dramatic claims saying the trees were dangerous and unsightly. The officer looked confused, flipping through her notes, trying to understand why they'd been summoned over apple trees. I stood quietly, waiting. Karen puffed up, ready to savor her victory, but what she didn't know was who she was really up against. I reached into my jacket and calmly presented my credentials. The golden badge caught the sunlight. It read, "Federal Interior Chief." The officer froze. Karen's face drained of color, the smug grin wiped away in an instant. The officer turned to Karen and said, "Ma'am, this isn't an HOA matter. This is a working farm, protected under federal agricultural use." The neighbors who had gathered began whispering. One spoke up, "This isn't the first time she's tried to destroy what doesn't belong to her." Another added, "She's been making up rules for years." Suddenly, the tables turned. What was supposed to be my humiliation became her exposure. The officer warned Karen about filing false reports, and with my badge on record, her harassment now carried real consequences. She tried to backpedal, stammering excuses, but the crowd wasn't buying it. Her empire of fake rules was crumbling, and she knew it. Karen wanted to erase my orchard. Instead, she exposed her own abuse of power. Have you ever dealt with someone who tried to control what they had no right to? Share your story in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because these HOA showdowns only get crazier, and share where you're watching from.